paz. Él cambió mis cicatrices en semillas de amor. Hoy florece mi esperanza por la gracia del Señor. Junto al río de la vida siempre puedo descansar. Soy un árbol bien plantado, nunca me voy a secar.
What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing today, guys? Today we're going to be talking about transactional relationships and unconditional relationships. We did talk a little bit about this yesterday, but today we're actually going to get into the little bit of nitty-gritty of what it all means. So we're going to do a little recap of yesterday. So what does a transactional relationship mean? And the difference that comes down to what the relationship is built on. So transactional relationships. A transactional relationship is based on exchange. I'll do this for you because I get something in return. Examples: a friend only calls when they need money or a favor. A romantic partner is loving only when you're meeting their expectations. Or a coworker who helps because it benefits their career. Signs of a transactional relationship. Love or kindness feels conditional. Affection comes with strings attached. People keep score. I did this for you, now you owe me. And the relationship often changes depending on what each person can offer. So not all transactional relationships are bad. Business relationships, employer-employee relationships, and many professional partnerships are naturally transactional because both sides agree to exchange value. So let's look at an unconditional relationship. So an unconditional relationship is rooted in commitment, love, and the value of the person, not just what they provide. For example, a parent caring for a sick child without expecting anything back, a spouse remaining faithful and supportive during a season of illness or unemployment, a friend standing beside you during the lowest moments. So some signs of an unconditional relationship is grace is shown when mistakes are made. People forgive, communicate, and work through conflict. And love isn't dependent on success in money, appearance, or status. And both people desire what's best for each other. So there's an important distinction, guys, between unconditional love and transactional relationships. Let's look at the distinction. Unconditional love does not mean unconditional tolerance. Healthy unconditional love still includes boundaries. For example, guys, you can love someone while refusing to enable addiction. You can forgive someone without allowing repeat abuse. You can care deeply for someone and still walk away from an unhealthy or unsafe relationship. From a biblical perspective, guys, the Bible presents God's love as the ultimate example of unconditional love. Romans 5:8, chapter 5, verse 8 says, "But God demonstrates his own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us." So Jesus also teaches sacrificial love. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. John 15, verse 13. At the same time, guys, Scripture also emphasizes wisdom and healthy boundaries. Love is patience and enduring. Love is kind. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, but it does not rejoice in wrongdoings or ignore truth. So in a healthy Christian relationship, the goal isn't to ask, what can I get from this person, but rather, how can I love this person while honoring God and maintaining healthy boundaries? The simple way to remember the difference is transactional relationship is I love you because of what you do for me. Unconditional is I love you because of who you are, even when life is difficult, while still maintaining healthy boundaries. So in today's culture, guys, it can seem like many relationships, even marriages, operate more like contracts than covenants. Instead of asking, how can I serve you, people often ask, what are you bringing to the table? So we hear questions like, how much money do you make? What do you look like? What can you do for me? And how do you benefit from my life? When the relationship is built primarily on what each person provides, love can become conditional. As long as both people continue meeting expectations, the relationship feels secure. But while illness, financial hardship, aging, unemployment, or personal struggles arise, the foundation is tested. So a transactional mindset says, I'll stay as long as my needs are being met. or I love you as long as you make me happy, or if someone better comes along, I'll leave. A covenant mindset is I'm committed to you, we'll face hardships together, and love is a choice, not just a feeling. So this doesn't mean that a healthy marriage ignores each other's needs. A healthy relationship involves mutual care, respect, communication, and sacrifice. So both spouses should invest in one another. The difference is that service isn't offered merely to earn love, it flows from love. So basically saying don't do things for so people love you, do things out of the love for the people. The Bible paints marriage as a covenant rather than a business arrangement. So Ephesians 5:25 tells husbands, "Husband, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her." Christ didn't love the church because it had to earn his love. He loved it sacrificially. Likewise, in 1 Corinthians chapter 13 reminds us that love is patient, kind, and not self-seeking, and perseveres through difficulty. And this it raises an important question, guys. Are we choosing relationships based on what someone can give us, or are we learning to love in a way that reflects Christ while also maintaining healthy boundaries and mutual respect? So perhaps the healthiest marriages aren't those with no expectations at all, but those with both spouses willingly choosing to serve each other instead of keeping score. A relationship built only on transactions asks, what can I get? A covenant built on love asks, how can we grow together through every season of life? So this topic could spark a lot of meaningful conversations. And I could ask you guys, if you guys are interested in any of these conversations before we end this, guys, ask yourself this. Do you think modern dating has become more transactional than previous generations? What's the difference between healthy expectations and keeping score? How do we balance unconditional love with healthy boundaries? Is marriage today viewed as more as a contract or as a covenant? And what does Christ's example teach us about loving another person through difficult seasons? And that's it for the day, guys. We're gonna keep that short. And y'all, thanks for tuning in, and we're going to keep going later. So y'all take it easy, and I'll talk to y'all later. So this is a good 8-minute video. Bye.
Welcome to the garden table, where every story matters. Every heart has a seat, and every conversation is rooted in the one who gives life.